Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your 12/12 new moon portal messages. I will first discuss the 12/12 portal and the astrology attached to it, and that portion of the video will be the same for all signs. So if you watch multiple videos, you cross-watch, or you're not interested in the portal information, there's a timestamp below to go directly to the reading. The 12/12 Sagittarius new moon portal is heralding a time of deep spiritual introspection, which is going to allow for spiritual closure on some really old wounds, old spiritual lessons, unfinished business. It is a time of spiritual closure, which is opening us up to new spiritual beginnings. And the time frame of this portal energy being its most potent is from December 12th through January 1st. And there's some astrology that is in conjunction with this Sagittarius new moon 12/12 portal. First of all, you know, the 12/12 is the end of the year. It's the completion, it's closing of doors with this Sagittarius new moon incorporated with that portal. Sagittarius is the energy of higher spirituality, higher learning, higher wisdom. It occupies the 9th house. And so you're being pulled into your soul to really clear the way for new energy that new moon brings to you, as well as this portal. You step through the portal to really leave things behind, and this Sagittarius new moon energy only elevates that, boosts that. And also the very next day, on December 13th, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn. And this is where some of your accomplishments, manifestations have been on hold or haven't been able to come in. And as this retrograde happens, it's for you to clear all that old energy that holds you back. So Mercury goes retrograde on December 13th in Capricorn, but then on December 23rd, Mercury retrogrades right back into Sagittarius. So there's that Sagittarius energy again, and it's about finishing those old lessons, old business, so you can receive the healing and complete the cycle. And Mercury goes direct on January 1st, 2024 in the sign of Sagittarius, and that's when this portal energy also completes. Now, while this is going on, Venus is in Scorpio, and Venus being in Scorpio turns us inward, turns us to face our shadow, our unresolved shadow energies within, also getting very real with ourselves about how we feel about stuff so that we can finally move through any stuck emotions. On the 29th of December, Venus moves into Sagittarius, and that brings about that spiritual healing, that emotional healing. Mars is in Sagittarius the whole time, and Mars is a driving force. It's motivation, it's empowerment, also being in that sign of Sagittarius. So as you can see, it's going to be a deeply spiritual time, a time of introspection, and that Mercury retrograde energy is going to pull us back to the past. Retrogrades always resurface unfinished business. As Mercury starts out retrograde in Capricorn and has 2023 has been an earth sign Mercury retrograde cycle, starting with Taurus, going into Virgo, and now as we end the year going in retrograde in Capricorn and then moving back into Sagittarius. Anything that's been holding you back from your manifestations, from you materializing, that's what you're going to be pushed towards, to clear that energy out. And this portal is potent and powerful. It pulls you in to a new version of yourself, but this old energy must be cleared first. And that's what the retrograde is for. That's what Venus and Scorpio and then going into Sag is for. That is what Mars being in Sag is for that deep spiritual cleansing, so that your energy is open and brand new and ready to receive a new version of yourself. A lot of soul cycles are completing for people during this time. So you may find that from December 12th through January 1st, there's a lot of reminiscing, there's a lot of revisiting the past, and you may find that that's already been happening for you a week or a couple weeks leading up to this portal. You've really been thinking about things of the past, some things long ago, and you can be like, why am I thinking about this? Why is this coming up? Because it's time to clear that energy. It has taught you all that it was meant to, and it's time for new experiences and new lessons to come into play. So if you find that you're reminiscing, you wake up sad some mornings because of just certain things in the past, allow yourself to move through those emotions, because that is a very beautiful sign that you are clearing this energy, that you are responding beautifully and naturally to the astrology energy that's being offered to all of us at this time. And on top of this, you know, the sun is in Sagittarius, will be moving into Capricorn before the 1st of January, obviously, but this portal happens while the sun is also in Sagittarius. There is so much Sagittarius energy: the wounded healer, the protector, the teacher, the mentor, okay, the wise one. You're coming into your wisdom. Your pain, your experience is transforming into strength and wisdom, and this is meant to carry you into your new soul cycle. This is such a perfect portal and alignment of energies to really leave a lot of things in 2023, so that you can have a 2024 with a fresh, all new version of yourself, a new outlook, new perspectives, new dreams, new goals, new motivation, new energy within. Okay, so this is a very powerful time. Oh, and also we have the winter solstice on the 21st of December, which marks the shortest day and longest night of the year, which after that date, the days start growing longer once again, and that's very synchronistic. So from December 12th through January 1st, this 12/12 portal energy is there. It is potent, it is open, and it's in conjunction with the Sagittarius new moon, which means you are being prepared for a new beginning. So that is the information about the portal. Also, I do need to mention, just depending on how spiritual you are, there can be some deep and profound spiritual activations and awakenings that take place during this time. Some of you may be awakening to a spiritual gift that you never knew that you had. Others of you, your current spiritual gift really expanding, intuition being on point. Try not to make any big decisions between December 12th and January 1st, because remember, the energy is shifting and transforming, as are you. And what you want right now as you're listening to this message may be vastly different come January 1st, January 2nd. So just keep that in perspective. This is a time of introspection, a time of healing, a time of release, a time for all of your efforts, all of your steps on your journey to transform into beautiful wisdom, strength, and healing for you. So that is the messages around this portal and the astrology. Let's get into your reading. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into the messages of the 12/12 new moon portal for you guys specifically. right, we've got spiritual business, ego death, and false prophet. Okay, Scorpio. This portal is a lot. Oh my gosh, look at what would be next. And then protected wanted to come out too. Rebirth and protected. And on the bottom, deep healing, the light worker, and the star seed. Oh my goodness. And we got spiritual business. So this all pertains. Wow. Okay. First and foremost, Scorpio. People who have lied to you, presented themselves falsely, and you guys, you know, you're water, you are a Scorpio, you know your shit. You pick up on people, you're very intuitive, you read energy, you read vibes, you know when someone's holding back, you know when somebody's lying, you know, okay? However, when you are very emotionally involved with another person or something that you're wanting to make happen for yourself, you're very emotionally invested in that, you get clouded, all right? With your intuition, with your judgment, you get clouded when you're very emotionally connected or involved in a person or a situation where you're desiring a very specific outcome. And you're water, so of course you feel everything very, very deeply. And, you know, there's a couple of relationships or situations here where you were deeply involved and you were feeling and you were picking up on something's off, something isn't right. But because you were so emotionally invested or you trusted so much, you looked the other way. Oh, I'm being paranoid. You could have even outright asked somebody and they denied it. Okay, you didn't trust your vibes, your intuition. And then all things came out exactly as they were. And you've been beating yourself up, you know, why didn't I see this? Why didn't I listen to myself? Why did I do that? I just knew this was going to happen. And it's time to let that go, Scorpio. Anything where you feel that you wish you would have listened to yourself. Okay, this is very specific message of wishing you would have listened to yourself. It's time to forgive yourself and let it go, because that whole experience deeply taught you. There was a soul lesson there, preparing you for what's to come. Okay, and this person comes through, or the situation comes through as the false prophet, and this was no punishment against you. This was an exercise, a spiritual exercise, to really push you to trusting yourself and the vibes you feel and your intuition, because Scorpio, you are on point. You are very protected. This 12/12 new moon portal is bringing a rebirth about you. Okay, a new beginning, deep healing, new beginning for Scorpio. You are protected always, always. Also, spiritual business. Through this portal, you're being activated. Those of you who have spiritual gifts, it's time to do something with that. Whether you're just starting as a hobby, you're doing it on the side, or you're creating a full-blown, full-time business for yourself. This portal is activating you. And now, not all Scorpios are into that, right? What talent, gift, natural ability do you have, Scorpio? Because it's being activated through this portal, because it's time to start doing something with that. Again, whether you're just starting out as hobby, doing something part-time, or creating a full-blown business. You're being activated for that. You are a leader. You have what it takes. What is your skill? What is your dream? What are you good at? If you feel totally like, I don't know, ask your guides. And now lastly, this will not resonate for all Scorpios, but for those of you that it does, this is a huge confirmation that you are a starseed or a light worker or a starseed light worker, okay? And you've been questioning yourself because you do notice that you're different than the average person. You care about things more. You sense things in a different way, okay? And this portal is activating you to being a light worker, to being a starseed, and there's a lot of information that's naturally going to align to you about that, okay? And those of you who already identify as starseed or light worker, there's a rebirth coming, and it's time to go in deeper or create some sort of spiritual platform for yourself, because you have a message to share or a gift to share. Okay, so that was, I know that was a lot of opening messages, but wow. All right, let's pull some more cards. Three of Wands. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. How perfect is that after we talked about this? The Moon. My intuition guides me to the right decision. Again, another synchronicity from that opening message. And the Hierophant. I am ready to love and learn. You are being very spiritually guided at present, Scorpio, and you are protected. And you know, the moon coming through, we have this Sagittarius new moon that's in conjunction with this portal, and that does bring profound spiritual awakenings and activations, downloads, as well as deep soul healing and clarity, where you just see the truth of all things. Okay, and you do, Scorpio, you do. You absolutely see the truth of things. Okay, let's clarify these further. You know, and the last reading I did for you guys, the December messages, or I guess I did Archangel messages after that, but it's either your December or your Archangel. I titled it Multiple Messages Coming In. And here with this reading, same thing. And when that happens, that means there's a lot of different things going on for Scorpios. You guys are all in different places right now energetically. And you know what, in saying that, some of you might know a fellow Scorpio, and they just seem like where they're at mentally, emotionally, what's going on, it seems so opposite of you. And you're like, I don't get that. There's something about, like, Scorpios are all over the map right now. All right, oh my gosh, this could not get more synchronistic. Nine of Pentacles, that would be a business owner making money. King of Pentacles, using your spiritual gift or your natural talent, gift, ability. And Five of Wands, but you've got to come into yourself and you've got to believe, okay? On the bottom, we got Nine of Swords. All the hows will present themselves as you take steps towards and forward, okay? Towards this dream, towards this goal. And if you have to just kind of start doing it on the side as a hobby, as exploration, that's where you start. If you're a little more seasoned, maybe start doing this part-time. If you are all the way there, don't hold yourself back anymore. And if you already own some sort of business, it's time for great expansion. And that awakening, those downloads, all of that is going to do that during this portal for you to go to that next expansion. Nobody else got spiritual business, Scorpio. Nobody else. You are my last reading. And we got King of Pentacles, business owner. Nine of Pentacles, making money, being solid, being independent. Three of Wands, making your dreams and goals come true. Your intuition leading you with the moon. The Hierophant, you are very divinely guided and protected. Especially, you know, if you are a starseed or light worker, you're working with higher level consciousness. There are blessings coming your way with this rebirth and this healing, Scorpio. There's unexpected treasure. Wow. You know, these two cards have come out a lot in this readings, or through all these readings, and so that tells me this 12/12 new moon Sag portal is just, it's filled with healing and blessings. There's unexpected treasure that you're coming into, Scorpio. And look at that, the mistake. You thought you made a mistake, but you're going to realize you didn't. You followed your path and gained what you needed to learn, which has changed you and transformed you. And things are going to be revealed to you in big ways. Activation, expansion to intuition. And look at yes on the bottom, nest on the top. Oh my gosh, promise kept, crystals, heart healing. Wow, a season change. The deception, you see right through it, Scorpio. You always will. Compromise here, and you know, be easier on yourself. And I get it. You know, when you're connected or you're really wanting something and you feel that nudge, you're like, no, do not burst my bubble, universe. I ignore you. I have so been there. But compromise, you will always see the truth. And that's part of being so divinely guided and protected and noticed. Being a business owner, that is where you are destined. And then a special moment. Wow, it just goes on and on. We'll stop there. It goes on and on for you. This is a powerful time of transformation and change, and you know, letting go of the past when you didn't listen to yourself, because part of that is making you realize how wise, how in tune you are now, how on point you are in what you feel when it comes to other people. So it all leads to something. Confidence. Be bold. Rise up and stand tall. Feel the fire in your soul. Wow. That is a perfect card, last card, with the message on it for this reading for you guys, Scorpio. It just, wow. I hope that this has helped and that this has resonated, and I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.